How's that? Okay.
How's that? Say a little piece into the movie.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, would you be comfortable saying that right? This is game one of the second round. A tremendous first round for YMP. Today's big game here that you'll be watching with us, Enterprise Cars, OBM, and Kevin Hollis Glass Pirates. Ben O'Brien and Tobias Horsfield, Rangai, live coverage on YouTube of Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby. Toby.
Kia ora tātou katoa. Kua tau mai nei ki te mataki i te kimu wharapuru. Ki ngā tima e whai ake nei ki OBM ki ngā Pirates. Engari, anō te pai rawa atu o ngā kimu o te wiki ana kua paru ki te papa o Peri. Te tangi ka pera hoki te tikanga. Kia ora, Ben. What an amazing week we had last week here at Paddy's Park, and I'm excited for this. I'm excited for OBM vs Pirates, Ben.
Some of them would still be carrying bruises, to be honest. I tell you what, if we've got time, I'll run through OBM. If you can take our Pirates for us, Toby. Here we are from 1 to 15, the starting 15 for OBM. Justin Allen, Ngahiwi Manuel, Miles Lardeli Muatawa, Jacob Cook, Haraweta Kokura, Blake Beard, Keanu Taumata, Captain Ricky Terakia, Brian Faitari White starts this week, Te Aho Morris, Pui Tau, George Hooper, Mike Fox, Dylan Dolman Tuho, Leaf Time, Brown Terakia.
And then Pirates, because now starting off number one, we got Mango Halafuna, we got Maui Pango, Harmony Hodaki, Netani Silva, William Mafua, Viliami Musati, got Captain Patrick, Pat, got Ferite Serini, we got Levi Whakatava, Kaina Kiwara, Ale Polio, Isaiah Lemua, Andrew Tau, and Moses Bukali.
Well, I'll tell you what, there are some big names there in both these teams and some very well performed players. OBM against Pirates. OBM, of course, had a tough finish to the first round up against a YMP team that went crazy on them a bit. But yeah, looking to bounce back. That's a good first catch. That was Ntani Setawanga.
Oh, it's an awesome straight run straight away. Awesome run shown here by Pirates, Ben.
Good momentum. Okay, Pirates playing into the wind in the first half.
What do you think our conditions are going to do today, Ben? Oh, what a step.
Well, we're very lucky because conditions, of course. Okay, Terakia there, the ball goes forward. Terrible conditions were expected. OBM tumbling down the sideline. Game has started off at a real pace as we thought it would. But there's no doubt about it, the conditions here today are definitely better than they were supposed to be. I've been hearing we're going to be flooded again. Penalty here, OBM.
Yeah, Ben, it's been a pretty weird weekend in Tairāwhiti. But yeah, so glad that the conditions are clear and it's sunny and it's awesome day for rugby.
We've had more than our share of difficult conditions, to be honest. It'd be nice to have one weekend where conditions were better than that. But yes, this front row, Justin Allen up against Tamani Hauraki, Miles Lardeli Miotawa up against Mango Halafonua. These Pirates lads are full of running. We see that every week, Toby.
Yeah, Ben, and that's what it just shows, that their fitness is one thing, that they love running. They love running forward, and they're going to continue to do that. Because today, I really want to see Pirates win. I want to see Pirates win.
Well, you know, some years you just can tell the teams are going to do it tough because of their fitness. But both these teams, you know, their fitness is better than it has been at different times in various seasons. And Pirates, they're getting in behind the ball. They've got structure. Their defence looks pretty well organised. OBM at home. Referee Paul Brown, the big boss there with the penalty. Pirates. People go hard for Pirates. They've had some tough seasons, to be honest. But ever since 2010, where they made their first final in I think 50-odd years, they've just gone from strength to strength. Lean times, but man, do they enjoy a good time as well.
Yeah, then that's what it's showing from the start of the year. Like their excitement to get onto the field. Every game they're here early, at least an hour and a half, 2 hours early, getting that practice and getting all of that stuff that they need to get in before the game.
Well, you know, when you have players turning up, you've got good numbers to training. When you've got guys getting here early, that's a sign of enthusiasm. And we see that with many of these guys, Petraia, Kalapiasi, okay, and OBM there. Strong win at the line out. If they can, whichever team can take charge of that, be much better off for it. Strong runners, good ball carriers with OBM, big guys. Nice pass, Brian Faititi-White getting it away. A moment ago, you saw Mike Fox.
That was Isaiah Lamore.
Okay, that's Justin juggling the ball. Justin juggles. A new adventure. So, OBM with the red, white and blue up against Pirates. Pirates, some big guys there to make tackles. Some of these Pirates guys are big guys, Toby.
I think number 13 for Pirates, Ben, is Isaiah Lemua that plays for High School All Boys.
Yes, no, that's a definite change. Yes, that is. OBM awarded the penalty. You know, sometimes it's not a bad thing to okay, they're going to kick for line instead. I've always thought that, you know, sometimes it's not a bad thing to take the shot, get some points on the board early. That's certainly a big change in rugby. Growing up as a youngster, if you got an early shot, you took it. These days, people are much more likely to kick for line and go from there. That's certainly a big change. OBM throw Justin Allen at the tail of the line out there. Go to the middle. That's Harawira Kaukura. Harawira Kaukura would be one of the best line-out forwards in the competition.
Definitely, Ben. Just watching him at Petty's Park last week in the Town Country game, Harawira was in there. He was in there clearing rucks. He was in there winning line-outs.
Well, that's interesting too that you say that tall guy is of athletic build rather than heavy set. But if he's getting around, involved in all parts of play and also winning line-out ball, that's great. There's no doubt that he's certainly easier to lift than some people. I mean, some people lifting them is not an option. He goes, well, Harawira wins a lot of good ball, good quality ball. Brian Faititi-White will be one of the taller halfbacks around. Just having a word with Braden Grant. Braden Grant is starting first five today for OBM. On the other side, Fereti Soseni, halfback for Pirates, and Levi Fakatava, another good player. Good players in a number of positions for both teams. Harawira Kaukura up there for the ball. And Pirates there, look at that. Look at that.
Pirates' determination.
Was that Maui Pongo that just tossed our man up? What they call that? Body slam. I love it. They're physical, these guys. OBM must have had something to say there to referee Mr. Brown. I don't know what they said. Can't tell, but obviously they wouldn't get trotted another 10 minutes for nothing.
We're noticing number 3 for Pirates, Ben. His name's Harmony Hodaki.
Yep.
He's impressed me over the past 2 weeks that we've been commentating.
Yeah. What do you like? Tell me, what do you like about his play?
So Harmony, I've noticed that he's not afraid to take a hit. He's not afraid to put himself in the ruck. He's not afraid to risk himself. It doesn't matter if he gets hurt. He's up and he's clearing rucks.
Okay, Brian Whaitiri White there shows Pirates the ball.
Oh, Braden Grant.
Back on the inside. Braden to ground. Another penalty. Now this is basically in the same position that earlier they opted to kick for the line, where they might have taken a shot at goal, but they don't have to do that, of course. Harmony, I'm just trying to remember, I mean, this is how long some of us have been around. Was he a Town South boy, I wonder? A Town North boy, back in the under-13s. Oh, goodness gracious, if you're around for long enough, you acquire a few memories. Paul Brown, referee in chief. He's got a very strong style, which is not bad. You know what's what, and you know what isn't. OBM finding touch. So early on, all of the field position dominated by OBM. No score. Had 2 shots. Well, not 2 shots. Had 2 penalties awarded, kickable range, and chose not to take them. Would you do it, Toby? Would you have taken the shot?
Yeah, but I would say I would at least try to get some points on the board. At least this early in the game, someone's got to strike.
Those are 6 points. There's a, that's what it adds up to. Harawira Kaukura in the middle again is a Harawira. Comes forward, beautiful catch. He's got great skills, got good coordination. But Pirates there with some muscle there, turning OBM back, and Pongo good on him. He's being tough too. Sometimes you've got to do that. Sometimes you've got to put the tough in here. Okay, and that's a try OBM on their way back. So they've scored the first of the tries here. They had to work hard for it. They kept the pressure on in that corner, in that bottom left corner as they see it. They want to make the most of the breeze that's prevailing today, Toby. Make the most of the wind.
Yeah, Ben. Just from that last 2 minutes, I think that scored the try was either Ricky Tedekea or that was Harawira. But just to go on, just before what we're talking about, it's good to get points on the table this early into the game. Let's just hope that either Pirates can come back stronger from this.
It just settles you a little bit, doesn't it? Points on the board. It just has a bit of, you look up 3-0, you look up 6-0. Now, I know these days a converted try is worth 7 points. I understand that, but still, to just get points on the board is not a bad thing, especially for your goal kicker. Give him the easy one at the start, not the 40-metre job from the sideline. Can you see the kicker? Okay, shots are wide. First shot taken by Mike Fox there, 13. So OBM lead 5-0. Harawira Kaukura, his ability to win good line-out ball there, Tobias, that played a factor.
Yeah, Ben, and it shows by Harawira's his tallness and his skillness just to catch the ball. It's really amazing to see what his height can do.
Well, what I notice about him at line-out time is he gets up quickly. He gets up quickly, and it's with 2 hands. Not that rubbishy tap ball. Gets up with 2 hands. Big Pirates forwards. Netani Setawanga, that number 4 imposing figure.
Oh, you got Blake Beard back on the... Oh, bonfire. Got Blake Beard back on the field today, Ben.
Yes. He had a word to me earlier on, Blake. He wanted to know which game we were covering. Okay, excellent pressure there by Pirates. Blake Beard, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Blake Beard on that loose ball there.
Very
nice hands.
Unfortunate that Blake didn't play last week in the Town versus Country.
Yes,
oh, that's Isaiah.
Going back that far is hard for me. Isaiah Lamoa rather. And Pirates with the first touch of the ball really in the attacking half. First real crack. Here's the hooker, Pongo. Good play by Pongo. Pirates in possession of the ball. Where's Netani Setawanga and these other big guys that can run hard, that can carry the ball? This is good stuff here from Pirates. Good period on attack by Pirates. Good play by Pirates.
It's penalty to Pirates, the advantage.
Good refereeing display by Paul Brown at the start of this game. Pirates going forward. And I wonder whether they should take the shot too. And Pirates, I got to commend that. I think that's a good idea. You know, when you get the opportunity to take points, especially I suppose too when you're playing into the wind, you know what I mean? That's a good decision by Pirates. Trailing at the moment by 5 points. OBM 1 try, didn't make the shot. The conversion attempt was Mike Fox, I think, that took the shot from memory. Pirates would be on the board. That's good enough. And you know, if Pirates have to creepy crawly score in terms of 3 points, score 3 by 3, they should be quite happy with that. That'd be fine. It would be for any team. Pirates showing some promise too with the ball in hand there, Tobias. They look strong with the ball in hand.
Yeah, Vin, and just when Isaiah intercepted that ball and everyone was just behind them showing them their support, it's amazing to see how fit and athletic Pirates are.
Yeah. That makes a big difference if you can keep up. That makes an enormous difference. Isaiah Lamau, to see him out there wearing number 13, guaranteed good game time. He is skillful. He would be one of the smaller lads in a Pirates shirt, but is deceptive, is elusive, and I think has a wonderful future. With a very good club. They've been around since 1952, Pirates. They have a history, 61 years, I think. Brian Faituri White playing half-back, so we're told. He's wearing, I think, 10, playing at half-back. Here come Pirates, ball in hand.
Penalty OBM, Ben.
That's the third time I've seen them pick up a penalty in basically the same spot. That spot where they, might have taken too early. But I got to commend Pirates on taking, that shot at goal earlier, because it's a good thing. You're playing into the wind. Opposition has scored the first try of the match, kick a penalty, get 3 points back. I think that's good rugby football. I think it always will be good rugby. 5-3 at the moment, OBM lead Pirates.
It's been an awesome start so far, Ben. And it's amazing to see how many people here at the Oval.
Good to see it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing to see the support for both teams, OBM and Pirates.
Brian out to first 5 here, Braden wearing the 9. So that's certainly a change to what I had, OBM, where they scored a try in that left corner. As they see it, they're putting pressure on Pirates close to the line near the left corner. Braden is a good pass through the ball. OBM wrestling with him. That's Keanu Taumata. OBM now back to the blind side again. OBM having to be patient, and penalty there to Pirates. Sometimes just as players have a good game, you can tell as a referee when you're having a good game too. And Paul Brown he's made a good start to this. We don't often talk about that, but it's true. If you start average, whether you're an official or a player, then unfortunately it gets harder. He's made a very good start. And by the way, nobody's more important to have a good start, a good middle and a good end than the ref. I love this atmosphere. The boys look good. They're playing good rugby. That's both teams. Patraya, Kaliopasi, his blood and guts captain. This is a great club, Pirates. They fight hard. They never give up. And they're in it. It's a 2-point game. Okay, Maui Paonga have their own line-out ball. That's good for Pirates as well, to have their own line-out ball. You can't do much if you don't have the ball. Okay, Pirates ball in hand, willing to chance a pass. Here's Lamaua. Lamaua has pace, tries to get to the outside here of OBM, right on halfway. Right on halfway, and with big numbers here, Pirates. They cut out a couple. Might not have been a bad idea to draw and pass.
There's Pat.
Maui Paonga, very good run, and you know something? That was some very good rugby by Pirates. And really controlled, good quality rugby. Good hands and good and big bodies. Don't forget these guys are no shrinking violets. Throw to come from Ngahu Manuel. Ngahiwi. Jacob Cook.
Pirates will be looking to win this, Ben.
Yeah. They've got a few line-out options. Up goes Haraweta. That's Justin Allen. Good, strong defence by Pirates. Brian Faituri White there with a kick. Now that actually is
good
a very good kick from Brian Faituri
it's still
White.
going.
It didn't look as if he hit it that well, but it was what was intended.
And that's gone out.
It looked like a strange kick, but as a matter of fact, it was well directed. 5 points to 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a line out to OBM.
Nothing more exciting, don't you think, Tobias, than a good close game? And at the moment, this looks like it's going to be a good close contest.
Yeah, then we've got 5 to 3 to OBM. It's 17 minutes into the first half, and it's been as close as we can call it, Ben.
I'll tell you what, regardless of the actual level of the teams, if they're close, a game can be exciting. And these two teams, by the way, are pretty handy. 1 or 2 wild shots in wrestling terms, chair shots being thrown by these teams defensively. And Pirates are playing determined hard rugby. Get up to halfway. At the moment, down by 2, the Buccaneers. And that spirit of adventure, it's swashbuckling stuff.
Pirates.
Good stuff by Pirates. You know, when teams are well matched, when they're evenly matched, the excitement level is high. Have teams that are close to each other. The Buccaneers. Long John Silver. Of course, this Pirates club, an amalgamation of the old Celtic and Kaiti clubs. Man, that's going back 60 odd years. Pirates throw, of course, remember they had the penalty. Nice to see Bay of Plenty have sent us some referees this weekend. Exchange. Give some other guys a chance to go and referee somewhere else. Okay, throw to come. This line-out's taking a long time to get the ball into play.
And it's a Pirates.
Okay, nice hands. Here's Levi. Fatakava.
Boomfa.
Yeah,
that was on Blake.
That's powerful. That's strong stuff. Natani Setawanga, big man. Okay, loose ball situation. OBM have it. Blake Beard has it. He's coming around to the left. Blake Beard has it. Gets over the advantage line. Good play by Blake. Nice pass, Braden Ruff. Beautiful pass. Right. Here's Fox. Fox kicks ahead. Did he kick too long? Will it go too deep? It'll go dead. Long, deep, and dead. Unfortunately. Well, that was exciting. What do you think, Tobias? The boys broke out.
Been that last 2 minutes.
Beautiful passing.
That was really hard to
Beautiful
watch
passing.
just in front of me. Yeah.
Makes you want to pull on a jersey and run on the field. You know what? That passing sequence down here, that was some beautiful ball-in-hand rugby. I must admit, Tobias, I still to this day love to see ball in hand rather than phase after phase. I think that's fantastic rugby.
Yeah. ABM showing definitely some awesome rugby skills, Ben. Just want to take something over there. That pass that was off, that looked a bit... That when he passed it, the Pirates player actually, he knew that he passed it.
I couldn't keep up. I couldn't say.
It looked like he just wanted to give him a
give him a bump, you think. I tell you what, keeping up with players is not easy with these guys. They're big, but, you know, they can move. Referee Paul Brown, great personality, and you need that. Enjoys his time on the field with the players. Around here, if you're assistant librarian, it's not really going to work. And he enjoys his time on the field, which is great. Tell you what, these boys are doing what God put them on earth for. They're covered in mud. They're playing rugby football. At the moment, 5 points to 3, 2-point game. Good contest too at the scrum. Look at those backs. They used to say you could eat off them. Big scrum there. Penalty here. OBM. Now, the truth is, I never try to identify whose fault or who what, but certainly it was a strong scrum by OBM. As for who did what, no idea, but very strong at the scrum. That, I'm afraid, is an attempt to chew off a lot of turf, and sometimes you can try a bit too hard to chew a lot of turf off and it goes dead. Tell you what, the Oval too, I'm going to say it again, I think it's in wonderful condition, the Oval. The last few weeks that I've been here, it's looked fantastic.
Yeah, man, it's looked amazing because I used to live just literally just across the road from the Oval.
Was it rugged, was it, at that stage?
Well, it was a place for everyone, but ever since being back here, it feels good to be back here. Like I can tell that the pitch is up to standard. The pitch was always clean.
Well, it's good that it is too, because obviously games aren't going to be played at Rugby Park this year, so that's my understanding. And so we need these grounds like Barry Park and, you know, the Oval and Paddy's Park and even the Te Karaka Domain. We need them to be of a good standard, and they are. You know, Poverty Bay Rugby and whoever it is that deals with those things, I think they've done a really good job. These grounds are in good condition. 5-3. Big scrum. It is a big scrum today from OBM.
And it's out. Oh.
Natani Siddawanga there got a good pass away. Pirates don't mind it. Pirates don't mind a scrap. And by the way, they can handle themselves. I love the first 5, Levi. Tell you what, the blindside flanker, well, number 8 comes at him. He raises the stakes. He's not frightened of anything, which is good. Because to be honest, you've got to be willing to take a hammering out there, and if you're not, well, probably the wrong game for you. 5-3. Been good quality rugby. Puito on the wing for OBM over here with George Hooper inside him. Now this has been a big red, white and blue scrum to date. And it's another strong scrum.
Oh.
Okay, nice pass Tedekia away to Braden racing away, and that's a good word to describe the youngster, the way he runs. He can put on the gas. Play at fullback, play on the wing. Penalty now, OBM. Obviously tapped and ran there, OBM. Now penalty Pirates. I wonder what happened there.
Not rolling away, Ben.
Okay. Okay, try. Well, tough one to pick up.
That was messy.
10 points to 3, 7 points in it. Converted try. Tobias and I are here at ground level today, as we always are. The back of the truck, I don't fancy it, Tobias, to be honest. It's not a huge space. Grab the side. Here, I'll help you. Good fun. So at the moment, 10 points to 3. Okay, missed the conversion. The ARs gave each other a knowing glance. Either that or a confused expression. Great to have our friends from Bay of Plenty here. To have other referees come in and from, over the years to be able to filter our referees to other places, give them the chance to referee somewhere else and enjoy a different environment is good. And I must say our fans, on that note, have been very well behaved this year. They are lively and they're witty, but so far they've been pretty well behaved.
We got to love our fans, Ben.
Levi Fakatava, not a first 5 to mess with. He's a strong guy.
Isaiah Lamore, not a guy to mess with, Ben.
No. You got to catch him first.
Yeah, just watching him on that wing.
Tell you what, he was going. And I thought he did amazingly well for as far as he got. Here's Brian. Brian boot to ball. Again, it's that unusual looking kick. Ball takes a high bounce. Fielded here by Andrew Toe.
Oh, and there's Lamore again.
Lamawa there. Got a bump from Puito. Play continues. Was it knocked on? Was it a knock on by Reef Town Brown Tedekia? Okay. Paul Brown having a word. Tell you what, 2 very good pieces of rugby there. Number 1, Isaiah Lamawa getting the kick away, and obviously Puhito came forward, gave him a slight bump, didn't kill him or anything. And Paul Brown too, not overreacting. Did you see what he did? He didn't overreact or I saw a yellow card. He just had a word, to Puhito about, hey, did it, watch the shoulder. So I think what that probably suggests is tackling with your arms rather than dangerous.
So probably just go around here and saying to the ref, oh, the side watched it, bro. Come on.
I wonder if you're better off actually making it. You know what I mean? Making a tackle with both arms. Ferretti Sorseni. Pirates have some physical presence in the inside backs, and that's something that they could look to use. Nice pass back on the inside. Good strong stuff there from Paulo. Pirates are playing with good pattern. They are playing good rugby here, Pirates, at the moment. Setawanga got that one away again. And Pirates look strong with the ball in hand. They didn't get players to the ball all that quickly, but they still have the ball. And that's a good tackle there by Blake Baird, making the tackle on Alafereti Sinival. That was Lance Dixon coming through. Dixon getting to Ferretti Sorseni. Advantage Pirates. Okay, so that there has gone against Keanu Taumata. Now I know that he's a little way out, but they could think about taking another shot here, Pirates. I mean, wouldn't be the worst idea.
They're going to go down with the try bin.
Okay, they're going to go for it. They have big guys, Pirates. They haven't had that many chances to really attack the line, but I think that if they get enough ball with a chance to really attack the line, they could be quite hard to stop. It just seems in the games I've seen today that they haven't had. I try and look back on the number of opportunities that many of these teams have had, and they just haven't had many opportunities, to really attack the line.
Definitely, Ben. That's
when they do, though, they'll be scary.
Yeah. OBM will be looking for a way to at least master the offense with their defence.
Bring them down.
Yeah. They're going to have to if they want to keep this lead.
Okay.
Okay,
and Pirates have the ball, and it looks as if they've got their first try of the day.
That's
Pirates
Viliami Mossati.
Viliami Mossati, the blindside flanker, has scored Pirates' first try. They go to 8. And so now 10 points to 8. Well, how about that? That's what happens when your line-out breaks down, I suppose. That's what happens when the opposition wins ball in that position. They took that very well, Pirates, I got to say. And, of course, the conversion slightly easier there, closer to the posts. So Pirates' first try, and you called it Tobias Viliami Mossati. How good would he feel at the moment?
He's got to be living, Ben. He just scored the opening try for Pirates.
Yeah.
And if Pirates can get this, can convert it, they're going to tie the game.
And that, I don't mean to pat myself on the back, but that was the value of kicking that penalty earlier. So at the moment, $10 points to 8. Oh, cheers, thanks. 10 points to 8. Conversion to tie the scores. Kevin Hollis Glass Pirates. The union of Celtic and Kaiti, and away to the left by about 10 metres. Tell you what, though, a first half try, a try in the first half. How about that, Tobias? You know that. We can cross the line. We can get one. We can get one.
Yeah, Ben. It's really amazing to see Pirates score. Just what everyone's reaction to Pirates scoring is it sounds like everyone here wants Pirates to win a game.
Oh, you'd be delighted for Pirates because they've had to work very hard.
And I've noticed they've had to work very hard, and I'm very proud of how far they've come this year.
I mean, OBM too, obviously, under Dylan Dom and Tuho. Starting today, the player coach in 14. I mean, all these guys are trying hard out there.
What a pass.
Viliami Mossati scored their first try. OBM bringing guys down. Lead at the moment, 10-8. The odd pass is going to go to ground, but that's how they play. Isaiah Lamawa spinning down the far touchline. Okay, and that arm's going up. Paul Brown, big right arm. as far as Pirates are concerned, a cutting right arm. The moment, 10 points to 8. A try, a penalty. To know that number one, you've got a kicker that can kick goals for you, and number two, that you can get across the line. That you can convert that little bit of pressure into points. You know, they had field position. You wouldn't want to spend all that time on attack and then come up with nothing. So what would you do now if you were OBM here, Tobias? What would your strategy be? What would you do?
Well, then I'd try and get the ball out wide. I'd try and get an overlap on Pirates.
Pohito's got some gas, so's Dylan. And a fully fit Dylan Dolman Tuho is a tremendous player. Pirates have this ball on the floor. A little bit scrappy in the last minute or two. Taking a long time to clear. Levi Fakatava. A big set of Wonga's waiting for the ball too. Will he get it? OBM every now and then able to size a guy up and hit him with a really good shot.
Oh. And OBM got their ball back.
Okay. Some pressure has told. And both times they've applied pressure OBM down the... Well, two previous occasions they've applied pressure down the sideline in the corner. I don't know whether that's a deliberate strategy to herd Pirates over to the corner, but certainly playing the majority of the game at Pirates' end. That's exactly what you should do when you've got the wind. Restart. Goal line. Kicking into the wind. Sometimes it's not easy to handle the ball kicked into the wind. There's a big Justin Allen again. Tall boy Justin, 6'4". Made good ground there. I tell you, that's Faitiri White with a well-weighted pass. Hooper over to Pohito. Pohi trying to get to the outside, saved it back in for Hooper. Pass is ruled forward there by referee Paul Brown. And as is often the case this season, I've been very pleased to see, Tobias, that when the referees have blown their whistles in that situation, they've been up with the play. That's been noticeable all year. Guys haven't made long-distance calls, and sometimes, you know, their knees are screaming and their hips are screaming, but they keep up with play and they do their best for rugby, and Paul Brown does so there.
Yeah, Ben, and usually everyone would be... there would be people complaining that the ref's not doing their job properly, but it's shown this year that Gizzy referees is just different. Paul Brown, and then you got our assistant referees also from the other games, Joel Pearce.
You know what it's also saying to me, to be honest, is that the guys are making an extra effort to keep up with play this year, and it's paying off. They're making better decisions. Okay, OBM have got a big scrum today against Pirates. It's an area where they have been very tough.
And that's another penalty.
Pirates, another scrum penalty. They have scrummaged superbly today, OBM. That front row of Justin Allen, Ngahimi Manuel. That was given to me to start Miles Lardeli Miotawa. I haven't seen actually. You know, they've certainly been very strong out there.
I'd be saving Miles.
They've been tough, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. I'd be saving Miles for that second half.
That could be where he comes into play.
I want to see how him and Harmony.
That'll be a clash. So it's an OBM throw to the line out there, possession. And again, they've done a lot of damage in this corner during the first half of play. The wind behind them, up by 2, 10-8. This is taking quite a long time. To be honest, it's probably taking a little too long. Harawira Kaukura in to make the catch, and Justin Allen joins from the back. Now the driver's on from OBM.
And that's a try.
Try there. A bit tough for us to see who it was. Harawira Kaukura. Well, if so, that's quite delightful, because he has won them a lot of good quality line-out ball. He has gotten around the park. I think he's an excellent second row forward, and that sort of thing doesn't happen for you if you're lazy or you're not up with the play. So that's a great result. And OBM now 15 points to 8 up. The 7-point gap, converted tries margin, Brian Whaitiri-White. You know, with Brian, the ball seems to come off the foot. Either it comes off absolutely perfectly or it comes off differently.
Yeah, Vin, it's been a really
He's an asset, though. We're lucky to, OBM are lucky to have him coming over from YMP, and he's played well. Brian Whaitiri-White. Got good height on the kick. Got plenty of height on the kick wide, obviously. 15 points to 8.
unlucky kick there, Ben.
7 points in it. Good first half of rugby so far. Close game, as I said. 7 points in the game. Did you expect it to be this close to bias? Did you expect a good close game?
In all honesty, Ben, I actually did. I woke up this morning with the feeling that Pirates were gonna shock everyone, and I think that's what they're trying to do. Look, Ben, it's 15-8 here to OBM. We've got just about 3 minutes left in the first half.
I'll tell you about a quick learner and an excellent coach, Anthony Kiwata. It doesn't surprise me. He was very good at Senior 1 level with the guys he had, and he's doing a very good job with these guys. He is a coach that's taken a lot on board, and it's a big step up to the Prems. Now, did that go forward or not? It didn't look right. Brian Whaitiri-White getting the ball out wide. Somebody tried to pass it, hit a teammate with the ball, so that's not necessarily a knock on. Pirates have got to get guys behind the ball. That's when life gets to be hard, to be honest. Forward pass. That's pretty simple ruling. It's always nice when you blow the whistle, you turn around, and the guy with the whistle's right there. That's a good thing. If it's peep and huff and puff, not quite so, but that's really, really good stuff.
Yeah, but it's good for the ref to be there at the exact same time, just so he knows what the call is.
Well, the other thing is you can tell the players to hurry up. It's a bit hard to do that when you're 30 metres back. These things are compliments. OBM, obviously, for the forward pass. Okay, Braden away to Brian. Brian, long pass. Here come OBM on the run and on the run. They can be very dangerous indeed. Reeftan, Brown Terekia, Reeftan hooks the pass. Reeftan hooks the pass to Pohito. And in the corner. Well, that was a lovely pass. He just rolled the pass there. And Reeftan with great balance hit the ball hard, made good ground and unselfish play. So OBM now to 20 points to 8. On a very good pass, hard run, ran onto the ball, hit the ball hard. Toby, you impressed?
Yeah, but it just showed from they overlapped them from that scrum. They use their numbers, and it's good when they do that because what happens? A try happens, Ben.
Call me old-fashioned, but I love the idea of the winger Pohito just running hard and straight, not being tackled and setting play up, and then another player he sets play up. Sometimes you just love to see the ball go through the hands. See guys score a try like that off a passing movement rather than phase by phase. Not that there's anything wrong with phase by phase, you understand, but of course these games are quicker when the ball is in hand. Wonderful pass. Brian Whaitiri-White. Last one, he got height. A little to the left. So what does that mean? He's got to aim very wide of the right post. Almost got to kick it across the posts, try and get it to bend back. Well, there it is. Hey, there it was. Does it come back enough? He's got it, okay. Maybe he didn't actually kick it as wide as I thought he had to, Toby, but he made it. So 22 points to 8 at halftime. Brian Whaitiri-White with a sheepish grin because he came up there with a wonderful conversion. 22 points to 8. First half, Toby, your thoughts?
Well, Ben, it was an awesome first half. Yeah, awesome first half. Ben, just the willingness from both teams is really awesome to see. Pirates, they're sticking into it. Where they've got to try. They know what they need to do, and they've got a whole half to do it now. OBM.
How'd you enjoy that from Pohito? Son, just run hard and straight. Don't step, don't throw a dummy, just hard and straight for the corner.
And look what happened then. But yeah, it's really amazing to see what OBM's doing as well. Like they're not afraid to give up their defence. They're not afraid to show Pirates that they can run as well.
This game, it's been an excellent contest at the line-out. OBM, through Harawira Kaukura mainly, have been very good at the line-out. Pirates haven't had the chance to throw so many balls into the line-out. At the scrum, OBM has scrummaged, they have scrummaged powerfully, yes. In terms of general play, guys who've been impactful, certainly Setawonga. I mean, we've got Whakatawa that's hard to stop as a front row forward, Fereti Soseni, and Viliami Mosati with a wonderful try for Pirates. Quick thinking, all of a sudden, the ball just landed on him and he took his chance. And I suppose that's what life is, Toby. You've got to take your chances.
Yeah, Ben, as soon as you see the ball, as soon as you catch that ball, it's a good chance just to run.
The rugby of a good standard here, played in good spirit. Our officials, obviously at least one of them's a veteran, our Bay of Plenty lads, with Paul Brown enjoying the game here. Incident-free game, no cards have had to be issued, no stray fists, and that's good. Civil Project Solutions, Premier Rugby of a good standard, and everybody enjoying themselves. Had fish bites and everything, Tobias. I've enjoyed it. What do you think of the atmosphere here? This ground has got some atmosphere.
Yeah, Ben. Oh, quite like it. I quite like it here at the Oval. It's always been like this. It's like the atmosphere now, just seeing everyone enjoying the game today. It's just amazing.
Yeah. And again, make the point. We had a very high standard of rugby, had good officiating to go with it, and to be honest, that's why you've had such a well-behaved and a crowd that's enjoyed itself. And the people have been good, because not only has the rugby been good, but the officiating has been good, and people enjoy that. They're hard to please sometimes, to be frank, but if you do a good job, then they do appreciate that. Some changes, of course, to the starting program. Miles Lardeli Miotawa. I expect myself to be able to pick Miles out, and I haven't seen Miles so far. He's wearing 3.
Just waiting for the break. Yep.
Okay, Civil Project Solutions Premier Rugby Game 1. This is the second round. Brian Faituri White for OBM, the red, white and blue from left to right. And Pirates, who trail at the moment by 8-22. OBM scoring a try, a converted try right on half-time. Lance Dixon has it. Brought down in a very, very good tackle. Now that was Kainan Kiwara. Miles Lardeli-Murtawa is on the field. Brian Faituri White throws a dummy, holds the ball in one hand. Right hand, that's Lance, or rather Ricky Tedekia. With Miles looming over him there, casts a mighty shadow.
What will Pirates have to do this half, Ben?
Well, now they have the wind. So if they're going to play the game the way that Pirates did in the first half, this is what they would do. They would use the boot to go long with the kick and try and kick into the corners. I don't know if that suits their style, but that is what OBM did in the first half. Pirates, the nuts and bolts though, things such as line kicks, the basics of rugby, the mechanics, and that's it. Those are the things that you really have to get right. You're trailing by 8 points to 22. When you kick for touch, you've got to find touch. When you throw the ball into the line out, it's got to go straight, it's got to hit somebody. You know, those are the things that you can't really do without.
Yeah, man. Oh, look here, you got Miles.
Miles is out there. Okay, well, we're minus a ball at the moment. Throw to come from Maui Pongo with the wind. Strong blowing into that corner. Okay, that's a great win. Netani Setawanga. And I'll tell you what, that's a hard run by Pereti Sosin. He ran that up like a blindside flank, not like a halfback. That was Miles Lardeli-Murtawa. Keanu Taumata getting to Netani Setawanga. Big guys are lining up. Maui Ponga lining up for a run. They wanted to run. But, of course, before you run, you've got to hang on to the ball. How'd you like that? Big Netani running it up and Miles descends. Miles descended upon him.
Just as soon as Miles gets on the field, Ben, and every time he's on a ruck or he's tackling, it's amazing to see that he gets straight up.
If you're the tackle player, it's you know, Miles coming over the top. Wouldn't be the gentlest landing. OBM now their scrum. First of the second half from memory. 22 points to 8. Okay. OBM has been strong at the scrum. Now, in the first half, we didn't have any problems at scrum time. OBM just simply had big push. Paul Brown having a word to Miles. Wonder if that could be about going in on the angle. That's just a guess from me, but certainly having something to say. 22 points to 8. It's a 12-14 point gap. Pirates would not want to concede another try. They're still in this at the moment. Braden. Great scrum platform. Braden Grant.
Braden Grant.
Braden there beats a couple of guys, pointless. And with a step, beat 3 guys. Got to Isaiah Lamawa and was brought down. Pirates have the ball. Good piece of refereeing there from Paul Brown. That was general play. Play on. Pirates there. Oh, Natani. Boot up.
Big hit.
Boot up near his own head. Okay, Pirates going to the left. These massive front row balls of theirs. These concrete mixes. Pirates. Fakatava. You know, those aren't bad tactics though by Pirates. That's what we were talking about. Boot the ball and try and play into the corners.
Isaiah's got that. His defense is really showing today, Ben. Like he full on just ran half the field and still caught the road. They had the ball.
That's the only disciplinary blemish to date. And that is, I think somebody back-chatted. Yeah, I think somebody back-chatted Paul Brown over here in the first half. But the ball was kicked away. You know, the truth is, you can't kick it away, you can't throw it away. You know what you're actually supposed to do, to be honest? You can do one of two things. You can take it to the referee and place it in his hands, or or you can put it right on the ground. That's it. Those are your options. Oh, well, no, you can hand it to an opposition player by hand. But you don't see that very often. Okay, is that Fakatava with boot to ball again? It's a long kick. It's going to take a high bounce. It takes a high bounce. Here's Dylan Dolman Tuho. Nice pass. Intelligent player, Dylan always was. Here's Fox. Fox throws the dummy. Well-timed pass. Beautiful pass. Brian Faitini White, guys, right and left. Gets the pass away in OBM. Dylan Dolman Tuho, the player coach, has returned in style. A great guy, a very good coach, a talented player himself. Dylan Dolman Tuho scores in the corner, and that's their first try of this, the second half of play, for 27 points to 8 and the 19-point lead. Dylan Dolman Tuho, lovely interplay, very good passing.
Yeah, then just that whole play when Dolman had the ball, that support that he had from Tel Morris, just it's amazing to see the support that he had. Like, because Teohu was trying his hardest to get to get up there, to keep up with it. But it was really good to see that support.
27 points to 8. Good basic rugby. You know, didn't need 24 side steps. I saw one dummy thrown. The passing was excellent. The hands were excellent. If the pass is very good but the hands are rubbish, nothing happens. If the passing is rubbish though the hands are very good, nothing happens. And at the moment, 27 points to 8. Brian Faitini White swings it over. Brian Faitini White swings it over. Oh, I love a great kick. Brian Faitini White there with a great kick.
Looks down at the camera and point.
Oh, absolutely. Very difficult angle. Who has ever seen a conversion like that as flat as that? I've seen it kicked over before, but I've never seen a kick that flat and seemingly without much hope go over like that. That was good fun. Tell you the truth, Toby, I wondered whether it would get close, but it did. 29 points to 8. 29 points to 8. Brian Faitini White's come up with a couple of conversions today I'm never going to forget. Okay, OBM have played at the ball, so play can continue.
What a run.
Yeah, 29-8, now 21-point split. Okay, that's Brian Faitini White with a long pass. Jacob Cook doesn't get that many handles in general play. Pui toe down there. Left side line, good hard rugby.
Pirates have got their ball back.
They have. They've effected a turnover. Good play here from Pirates. The effort continues. The search for Spock. Good stuff here from Pirates. Up to halfway. 21 points in it. Seeing some wonderful, entertaining rugby from side to side. I know I said it before, I talked about it, but the passing movement that they scored from OBM over here, Dylan Dolman Tuho, that was some very good passing. Not going to forget that in a hurry. Good basic rugby. Forever let it be. Sometimes the truth is if you've got too many people weaving in and out, you get lost. You end up losing the ball with a bad pass. Good rugby. Pirates again gunning for that far touch. OBM got a hand to it. They knocked the ball backwards. Still going to have to try and bring it out of their own half near their own goal line.
Braden's got that ball back.
Yeah. Tough angle, though, to do much with. Ball's going to take a good bounce here for Pirates, and they've got guys who can run from here. They're going to kick, they're going to chip, they're going to chase. They're going to try things. Brian Faitini White there with a kick. Ball may take a bounce here. Brian Faitini White, the ball takes a bounce into touch. Brian Faitini White playing a fine game today. The Midas touch at the moment, just everything he touches at the moment turns to gold. Having a very good game. You know, that was well judged, that kick. You know, if you're a foot too long, Toby, out on the full, back we come. So, throw to come from Pirates. Good kick though it was, of course, bounced out of play. Pongo. Throw the ball in, Jacob Cook there at 2. Natani Setawanga, is it? Okay, ball is loose. Miles gets there, makes the tackle. He can hold most people up. Atlas, hold the world up. Well, Miles getting bumped back there a little bit. Don't see that very often. Pirates ball in hand in very determined fashion. First you get Miles, then you get Dixon. It's like I'm not going to say it. It's tough anyway. Well, big guys throwing livelies at each other. Petrarca Kaliopasi, and you know, in some ways I respect that too. The captain cannot take a backward step, and Kaliopasi doesn't take a backward step, and nor should he. Getting bumped around. You can either be the bumped or do the bumping. Toby, what do you think?
It's really hard.
Bump or be bumped?
Oh, it'll be bumped then.
Paul Brown, he switched arms. 29 points to 8. 21-point game. Guns for touch. Finds touch. Just seemed there for a moment as if Pirates wanted to go long with the kick, but the wind died down for a second. Now the wind picks up.
We've got half an hour left in this half.
They need 21 points.
21 points. What do Pirates do?
Again, go long, go into corners. That's what they've really got to do. They've got to. You don't have to run it up. You have to get it down the other end. The closer you get to the goal line, you know, the further distance, the lesser the distance you have to drive across. Go long. Play the game at the other end. Back yourself to be able to crack OBM's defence, as OBM showed they could crack any defence earlier in the day. Don't make any mistake though, everybody's chasing YMP. They're waving the flag at the moment. There's a penalty for Pirates, who trail by 21 points but are still willing. And again, this fantastic day for rugby. Earlier on saw Napier boys and Gisborne boys at the rec treat. Gisborne boys doing their best, but Napier boys of course came third in the World Cup, held at the end of last month and the start of this. And so they're a very good team, not easy to beat. Second 15-13-7 winners, and that'd please those boys. Gisborne Oval, bathed in sunshine. It's a warm day here, it's very pleasant. The conditions are excellent for rugby. Great drive here by the Pirates pack. First time we've seen a real big drive from the Pirates pack like that. And Pirates certainly, for the first time, muscling up towards the line. At the moment, trailing by 21. Fakatava holds the ball. Fakatava.
Oh, Blake cut him off.
Blackbeard cut him off at the pass, as they say.
Oh,
Natani
Miles.
Sedawanga. OBM now desperate to hold Pirates out. Don't want to concede a second half try. OBM have scored the only second half try to date. Remember, the score at the moment is 29 points to 8, a 21-point gap. And they just want to get on with things here, and you can't blame them for that, really, Pirates. You're down by 21. Petrarca Kaliopasi, captain of the team, great-hearted captain of a team that, you know, opened the season against OBM. Last meeting was 46-12 to OBM. Then, of course, they had the 17-44 loss to Nganapa and 14-20 loss to High School Old Boys until now, their closest game. And, of course, they had a tough loss against YMP, 8-59. Waikohu, 19-36, they lost to Waikohu here, but they were competitive, and Waikohu would have more than appreciated the run. It was good, strong rugby. They find the line. People are enjoying what they're seeing today, Tobias, because they're seeing OBM play positive, constructive rugby, look to run the ball back, and they have scored some very good tries.
Yeah, Ben, both teams have scored amazing tries today. OVM, that one by Dylan Dolman, and then the one that started us off with Pirates.
Yeah, Viliami Mossati.
Yeah.
Okay, Natani Sedawanga won the line out, which led to this ruck here, and he wants a word here, Paul Brown. The double blast on the whistle. That double blast, normally a sign that the referee feels strongly about something. 29-8, what is it? Is it a card? Well, I can't see what referee Brown's gone over for a word with, I think, his assistant referee. We still have 30 players on the park. Pirates, whatever they're going to come up with, it'd best be good, because trailing by 21 points. Opportunities, you've got to take every one now. They need 3 converted tries to draw level. So they need to score 4 times for the lead. Paul Brown. Okay, he's told them to get back to the goal line, seemingly. Remember, Toby, if they're within 10 metres of the line, they don't have to go back any further. 29 points to 8, 21 points. Pirates very determined. Seeing a club which is looking to start the second round with fire, and they are. They've played with passion today, but more than passion, they've played with some pattern also. There are always areas in which a team can improve. Not so much improve, but I would just say that OBM's scrum has been very strong today, and it has been, hard to hold from scrum to scrum. So that's an area that they could work on. No doubt they already do. It's not easy. High school old boys had a date, I think, today with, I think from memory, YMP. That game, YMP have taken that game by default. But player safety is a big one, and when you don't have enough front row forwards, well, that just can't happen. Another whistle. And now penalty OBM. The rugby public will understand that, I'm sure. So here live on YouTube, Rangai, Ben O'Brien from Tobias Horsfield. Tobias, every week that you watch rugby, you must pick up something different about every game and every team. Watching OBM today, is there anything you've noticed about their play that impresses you? Anything that you've liked from OBM?
Yeah, Ben, what I've liked from OBM, and I'm sure I said something about this last week, the amount of how I'll come into one of the trainings, the amount of support and love that the boys all have for each other, even when they're not even on the field, Ben, that's what I like. And it's showing today. As soon as we got here, we were setting up, we were watching OBM warm up, and the amount of, again, love and support that was shown with the boys, it's just, that stuff is just amazing, Ben.
You've got to have the energy. Netani Sedawanga there with a very good win at the line out. He's a big guy and very strong in the air as well. So, pass there, long pass, make or break pass.
Oh!
Okay. What's the ruling here from referee Brown?
You got bummed the face.
Is the ruling there a forward pass? I didn't see it signalled immediately. That was Mosesi Polithako coming forward. Now, I don't know if this is strictly the rule, but a little while ago I ran through some of the officiating rules and was told that if a pass is thrown backwards, but the wind blows it forward, if the direction of the hands is backward, then it's not forward. To be honest, I think that's strange. That sounds very hard to me.
Very hard to call.
Yeah, well, man throws a pass backwards and it blows forward by 4 or 5 metres. To be honest, if I was the opposition, I'd be expecting that to be called forward, wind or not. Okay, that's Fox. Let's boot the ball. Okay, and now a penalty here, OBM, middle of the field. (29 to 8), 21-point game. Pirates have been in this game. This scoreline does not do them justice, although it is a fair reflection of how well OBM's played. Oh, sorry.
Oh, what an intercept!
Okay,
Oh, he threw behind him.
OBM with numbers. Is that Hooper trying to get the pass back inside? Braden Grant has it. Braden Grant, Keanu Tomata over there on his there. Braden continues. Braden continues and gets there. Sensational youngster. And for a long time, he's impressed all the right people. There's no Okay, penalty ruled there by referee Brown. That is what he's done though, referee Brown. He's kept up with play.
Getting a bit windy here at the Oval.
Certainly giving us a hard time, blowing us around.
Just 20 minutes left in the second half, Ben.
That strong breeze, etc. we talked about not being here, all of a sudden, it's here. I thought Braden Grant had done enough. I thought he'd gone all the way. He is a player that you'd stand up for. He's a player you'd rise for. Very definition of bravery. Under pressure here now, Pirates, but from their own line.
Don't do that to
It went no further, ran into Miles and Miles there. Throwing a couple of ham hocks around. Miles a little bit annoyed with a couple of players. Now, will the referee take strong action here, or will he ignore it? Will he take the view that he had grit in his eye and was just trying to get it out? Paul Brown having a word. Keanu Taumata taking in the message from referee Brown. Okay, ruling is offside. And so it's Pirates ball. Didn't speak to Miles personally. I think keeping 30 players on the park today is something that referee Brown has achieved very well. I mean, you don't really want that situation, do you, where somebody, you know, breaks a fingernail or something and all of a sudden goes before the Chief Justice. Here is Maui Paongo and throw to come. Where's Natani Sedewanga? Okay, Pirates, good ball, good quality ball. Okay, Soseni going back to the big guy, and he comes forward. That was Testimony.
Miles sent him.
Testimony. Running back hard. Tell you what, it takes a big guy to put him down like that. What happened there was painful. These Pirates lads,
he's been redded.
they don't stay down to milk a penalty. Well, quite often guys, you know, they bounce up smiling. This is one of those occasions where you ain't going to bounce up and you're not going to be smiling. At the moment, player being attended to. Got Alafereti Senival. Well, what comes to mind is that, you know, you're only human and that would have hurt. I love that. He gets up under his own power. Wow, I can't believe that. That was Testimony. Talioli. That is absolutely amazing that he got up and carried on. Mind you, having said that, I mean, he didn't get straight up and carry on, but he certainly felt it. That's amazing. That is breathtaking, that.
That hit was gnarly, Ben.
Tell you what, that'll wake you up in the morning, boy. Holy heck. 29 points to 8.
That was a gnarly hit, Ben.
29 points to 8, 21 points in the game. Anyone that says that when there's a big scoreline, teams give up, they don't know what they're talking about, because these teams Pirates in particular not
Pirates
giving
are
up.
still showing, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Blake Beard.
Oh!
Blake Beard came back on the angle. I thought that was very clever. Came back on the angle. Good drive here. Blake Beard, gutsy stuff. Good play by Blake Beard. Boot from Braden. Natural left footer, remember. Ball takes a high bounce. Dylan Dolman too high off the knees. Okay, both guys are running with the ball. Pressure on here. Okay, right on the line. Okay, no result. Crowd oohs and ahs and all that. And how dare they giggle over there? How about those ladies giggling over there? Dylan there chasing the ball hard. But it was a little bit tough to pick the ball up, to be honest. He had a man in front of him and couldn't get close to it. Penalty OBM. 29-8. 21 points in it. Lance Dixon lines up for a run. Tap and run. OBM tap and run. Close to the posts, under the posts. Beard on hand. Blake Beard. Blake Beard on hand. Blake Beard is close. Ball goes loose. Thrown over their head of Braden Grant. Towards the sideline.
He's
Pirates break out.
Oh, Muyaki!
Pirates break out.
Muyaki! Oh!
Okay, and a magnificent head-on tackle by Braden Grant. Bravest of the brave.
Number 3 from Pirates, Muyaki Ola. Oh.
Braden Grant, the last commander, popped up there to make the tackle. You know what, in years to come, youngsters, young kids are going to ask the question, did you see so-and-so play? Did you see him play? If they ask you, Braden Grant, did you see him play, you'll be able to say yes. Yes, I saw him play. I remember how good he was.
Gotta love the banter between both teams, Ben.
Yeah. Okay. OBM have the throw, they dictate the numbers, but they don't have players in the line. That was a big shot, wasn't it? Big shot, bro. Okay. Harawira Kahukura, the magician, at the front of the line out. What he does at line out time is quite sensational. Out there in 21, Solomoni Rosari. Taking an age to clear. Braden, back over to Reef Tarn. Brown Tedekia, nice kick. Nice kick. Ball takes it back, got it back inside there to Lance Dixon too. Well, things had moved on. Reef Tarn, Brown Tedekia. To be honest, I thought they'd kick the ball ahead. They were attacking on the run. So I thought.
That pass around the back bin was...
And you'd pull them back there? Well, no. Hey, look, obviously some of us couldn't keep up with play, so we got no right to say anything about that, but thought there was going to be something come of it. Look at Lance Dixon's keenness. Look at him get up there. I love it. First there to the line out. Maui Paongo.
11 minutes left in the second half, Ben.
What about the keenness, brilliant keenness by Lance Dixon to get up there? I mean, a lot of guys who were strong guys, at this stage, they've been knackered. And he is getting up there. Also on in 19 for OBM. Josh Charles. Nice catch, Harawira Kokura again.
How did his line-out game's been on today, Ben?
I think he would have to have been the best in the line-out forwards today.
Great push here by OBM.
Okay, go long there. And OBM. Shoulders, Austin Brown out there, nice pass. Okay, willing to throw the long one.
Oh!
Very skillful player, OBM. Close to the line, but not making it home. Up at the moment by 21 points. Second half of play. Week 1, the second round. Tiny wide opening day, of course, OBM from memory, 46-12 the victors, I think. 46-12 the victors that day, yes, out there at Paddy's Park. Tiny wide opening day was a raging success then. OBM,
Did it.
it was. So OBM now 34 points to 8. OBM have had to work very hard here against Pirates. That scoreline, OBM deserve every point, but Pirates, man, they've played hard. They have played hard, they have tackled, they have competed hard in every area. Having said that, the slickness of some of the passing it's been that good that you just couldn't peg them back. That Dylan Dolman try, taken down here in the corner, passing was just too good. Couldn't catch up with the man. 34 points to 8. Anthony Kiwara is a very hard-working coach for Pirates. Their heads shouldn't dip because of this. OBM is the second place team, and some people remarked to me that there was quite a big gap between teams number 1 and teams number 2, because of course, as you remember, YMP, huge win when they met OBM at the end of the first round. But then for OBM, as it is with Pirates today, sometimes the opposition, they just play out of their skins. And that's what's happened here today. OBM had a tough opponent, an opponent that rated themselves a chance and competed in every area. There were 1 or 2 areas where OBM, were much the stronger, but they competed hard everywhere. That's the restart of play.
Oh!
Fakatava with a restart of play. OBM straight away moving back onto the attack. That Harawira Kaukura, who was a first half try scorer. Penalty there, OBM.
OBM.
Didn't they switch on quickly?
Yeah, Ben, offense doesn't stop.
No. Time waits for no man. The only constant, life has changed. Here come OBM.
Oh.
Throwing, as we call it, the speculator. Josh Charles. OBM not lacking for wheels, seemingly, on the edges. Scrum. Pirates, who have the talent and the physical strength, if you gave them an inch, they'd take a mile. OBM wisely have tried to limit their options. If they'd had, when I say greater options, I mean space. If they'd had more space to work with, you can imagine them causing a lot of damage, Pirates. Just need that space and that time in possession. Tobias, do you think that OBM's strength at the scrum and the line-out were really big factors? Do you think they were big factors today?
Yeah, Ben, definitely. It's showing like how the line-outs were factors for them also with Harawira, because I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm sure Harawira's won basically every line-out.
I know that he's won every ball that was thrown to him. Every one bar one, perhaps. And perhaps there was one guy's got in front of him.
But yeah, definitely scrum, big factor in today's game for OBM, Ben.
Yeah. It's one of those areas, where specialist coaching is, is certainly, oh no, they're Braden there, falling over onto the ground. I think that's exhaustion, or maybe it's the heat, or maybe it's both. But certainly, I can understand why he's tuckered out. That was a wonderful tackle. If there are any kids who want to know how to tackle, head-on tackle he made earlier, followed by an errant pass forced the tough pass.
Right, Ben, we 6 minutes left in the second half.
Yes, I wonder what we're waiting for.
Is it a ball or?
Okay, time is on. Yeah, 34 points to 8. Throw wasn't straight. Pirates loose head scrummage and feed. Yeah, Braden with a bit of good-natured cheek. 34 points to 8.
Oh!
26 points in it.
That was a big run.
26 points between the teams. Pirates for the first time showing signs of wear. That's a Lance Dixon rides him, cowboy. It's Lance Dixon.
Oh, Miyaki.
Still full of energy. Good stuff. Another whistle here from referee Brown. OBM are judged guilty of going in over the top. Not keeping their feet. Is that Ricky Tedekira on the ground? Lance Dixon. Lance Dixon has impressed me with his... look out, look out! Here come the Pirates. Wherever you are, Pirates have the ball. Is that Natani Senawanga over there in forward? That strange looking step. Paul Brown has made his mark. Pirates are keen though, getting up there, wanting to get on with play. Maui Paungo. How about that? The hooker just decides I'm gonna kick for line. He doesn't find touch. You'd say that was unrehearsed. The hooker simply snatches the ball and kicks for line.
It's a dang cold thing, right?
Mind you, they've always been a law unto themselves, hookers. They do what they want when they want. Okay, Pirates win line out ball, something that they've needed for a while. Hasn't been easy to come by. Forget about pinching the opposition's line out ball. Getting your own isn't easy either. Referee Paul Brown now marches OBM 10 metres.
It's the second time that's happened for OBM.
Yeah, on a couple of occasions they've been put back 10 metres. And that can't... Oh, now they've been marched another 10 metres, so 20 metres on the fly. Dylan Dolman Tuo, remember the head coach, is also playing in jersey number 14. So you can't really affect things from out there.
Oh.
The Pirates. Oh, what next? Being attacked by a can of Coke. Here come Pirates at the moment. 34 points to 8, 26 points in it. They're trying hard, you know, that Tessimoni really took a big shot earlier, but he's showing what he's made of. Can OBM hold Pirates now in the corner where OBM took a couple of tries in the first half? Okay, that's an extraordinary package. Lance Dixon. Some messy rugby. Some of the messiest rugby I've ever seen.
Just over a minute left today then.
Mm-hmm. Rugby doesn't always have to be nice and pretty and packaged with a bow.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good because it wouldn't be here if it was. Pirates, Kevin Hollis Glass Pirates. Their fullback, Mosesi Bulithako.
Oh.
Coming around to the left. Strong stuff going there into the big guy that was Costiolive. Pirates, they're still working hard. Tessimoni, kick ahead by OBM. They were never, ever going to be allowed to chase that. Were you wanting to chase that? Forget it. It's not going to happen. So, Come on, son, grab me by the shorts. But that, hey, just either that or 5 points. Simple as that. Whether you're a player, a referee, or whatever, sometimes, honestly, a sense of humour is a good thing. Levi Whakatawa. He taps, he runs.
Oh,
That's Kaliopasi. Ran hard there into Keanu Taumata. Managed to hold him up. Well, those were good hands by Natani Setawonga. He just held about the hardest pass of the year, Natani Setawonga. I don't know how he managed to get hands on that ball, but free it up. As well he did. Is that Keanu Taumata looking for support? Good driving tackle indeed. This Pirates OBM game has been a very good, hard, tough game. Scoreboard doesn't make it look like that, but it is. 26 points in, the Pirates just absolutely desperate, diving on the loose ball.
It's been an amazing game here today, Ben. Both halves have shown. Just from OBMs, you can tell that everyone's tired.
Oh, they are. That's a Harawira Kokura. He was too exhausted to grab the ball. Hit him on the chest. Harawira coming back. Don't often see him run with the ball in general play. I thought he did well there. Hit with a second shot, perfectly fair. That was Toshio Pongo. OBM versus Pirates. Both teams have entered into the spirit of things and played some good rugby here. And Paul Brown, latter stages of this game. Both teams letting it all hang out. Okay, the big guy held the ball up there a moment ago. It was Solomoni Rosari. Now Lance Dixon, I think, or I saw Ricky Tedekir there for a moment. Okay, 34 at the moment, 34 to 8. 26 points in at 34 to 8. Another whistle. 34 points to 8, 26-point game. I heard another whistle. Well, I heard a whistle for full time, and then I heard another whistle again. I don't know what that signifies. Okay, he's had a word to one of the OBM players. I'm not sure to what effect. But 34 points to 8, 26 points in the game. OBM Enterprise Cars OBM have beaten Kevin Hollis Glass Pirates here today. Game 1 of the second round, game 6 for the season. Tobias, your thoughts?
Well, Ben, it was a really good game today. Just in the first half. Let's just look back real quickly. We had Viliami Wasati open us up with scoring from Pirates, and then we had another 3 or 4 tries in the first half coming from OBM. It was really amazing to see both teams out there. You can tell that both teams, they weren't ready to give up. No, they were ready to play till the end of the whistle, and that's what they did. Unlucky game for Pirates today. They showed true sportsmanship. I hope that the player that got hit by Miles is okay.
He's fine, honestly. I saw him before, he was fine.
But yeah, it was a really good game. Both teams, can't take nothing away from Pirates. They showed up. They showed their defence. They had good defence today and good offence today. OBM, they just showed that they were the better team.
No matter what the score is against Pirates, no matter which way the cookie crumbles, Pirates are always going to be a very physical team, and they're always going to play hard rugby, whether or not that's reflected on the scoreboard, as with today. But Patra, Kaliopasi and company should know that they earned that try they scored. Well taken by Mosati. And if they come over to the OBM club rooms, and those guys are brilliant, they'll go over to Pirates club rooms as well. They should bear in mind that their supporters stayed right to the end. Everybody knows that they were going for it, trying to score it right to the end, and they can be happy with that. OBM, if you were OBM, Tobias, what would you be happy with?
Well, first off, I'd be happy with all of the teamwork that was shown today. Just all the sportsmanship, all the try setups, all of the players that were there to support the other players. It was just really amazing. Yeah.
And last word probably from me, I think that Dylan Dolman Tuho, coming back having been injured, very good value on 14. very good value, scored a try, almost scored at the other end. That was funny to look at. But yes, no, that's a very good start in week 6.